Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Disco Elysium. Last we left off, we did some things. We heard the lady here say Sularam Sularam from... I'm never going to get tired of making that joke. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Yeah, we just did some basic end of day stuff. We found the book. Oh god, the bookstore customer's husband, which is quite unfortunate because he honestly passed in such a horrific way. Well, I mean, not horrific, just a bad accident. But sometimes even the simplest of accidents can result in, I suppose to your definition, a horrid death. It should not have happened, but it did. Even if he weren't drunk, that boardwalk was quite dilapidated. He could have died. It was just bad. It was just bad all around. Oh god. And now we gotta break the news to her. Yeah, this game apparently doesn't pull any punches and doesn't mind doing the sad/bad morbid stuff. And now we're gonna sleep.
It's getting cold, this late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Night, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Man, this dude really pulls the midnight oil for us. When we were first given this whole, go to sleep at night scenario, I kind of thought that he would just walk away after say 9 p.m. and I'm done. Good night. No, he just stays with us. He's a trooper. But I can see now in the middle of the night if we wanted him, we say we turn in at 9 and then go wandering around doing some otherwise illegal stuff. Which I haven't took advantage of yet, so... shrug?
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Oh, jeez. What is this place to me? Huh. Well, I kind of took it as a place to sleep. A roof over my head, yada yada yada. So, I suppose the best way I could say is... my new home. Though I do wonder where the old one went.
Westward, across the canal, towers the whirling in rags. Door number 1 on the second floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind the counter, stands an irritable man.
I meant my actual home, not my temporary hostel that I destroyed.
In a small shack in the fishing village, a baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world. Far away, on the corner of Perdition and the Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Strange Sensation, for a very fair assessment of my current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Revachol forever.
Is that his wife? I had to wonder, because from what we were able to piece together, he's divorced, or his wife just left him. One of the two. I wonder if this is his wife's voice that we're hearing when it says Revachol forever and what is this place to you? Which wouldn't be unusual, because some people, when they're in the midst of a crisis of some sort, they might go through a psychosis. They come up with a voice in their head to reason things, and they choose someone that's of great comfort to them. Possible that when it's that woman's voice, for example, that says Revachol forever, he could be thinking of his wife's voice. It's very possible. He's clearly in the middle of some sort of psychosis that he has amnesia, which is horrific enough as it is, but what is this again?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, such as it is. A regular, clean-shaven police officer.
I don't know why, but all of a sudden, my brain just had a millisecond flash that this voice actor sounds familiar. My brain could just be, on the fritz because I've heard this person's voice for like 58 episodes at this point. But now I'm curious. I gotta look up his name. Like, who is he? What has he done? Because my brain for some reason made a millisecond connection to something, but it was so brief, I did not see what that connection was. Okay, too bad.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Yawn.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
And away we go.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
Wait, what is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
As if I want to. I mean, the rain, the snow. Some will call it morbid, and sad. But I find it beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images. You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes. Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
Of course. I am an agent of the world after all.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the money, baby.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
It may not, but let's be fair. I'm just looking out for my economic self-interest.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him. He's got no idea what he's in for.
And why is that?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
I mean, you're not wrong, Limbic System. You're not wrong.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the city. Go. Do it for the wind.
3 hours of sleep. I've done 3 hours of sleep before, and it sucks. So you must have been tossing and turning for until 4:30, and then went to sleep. Then, God, that's horrific. I really have done that before, and it's horrific.
Hey, Moneymouth. Eendrak, the impeccable hustler provider of the 7th generation. It's showtime with Savvy.
Endrak? Hustler provider? The 7th generation? What are you going on about?
Yes, Swindle Father. Papa Penier. Look, this is serious. No time for distractions. It's time to make money. Lots of it.
Money.
That's right. It's time to stop muttering about your economic self-interest and actually do something about it. Yeah, I heard you back there. What the hell was that?
Hey, in my defense, I was asleep, okay? It's just some sleep talking. You ever heard of that?
Exactly. Not making money when you're asleep, are you? If you want to be rich, you better work until your fingers bleed. You can sleep when you die. Your pecs dance. No more sleep it is. A frazzled ride through eternity without pause. Hissing pistons pushed to the extreme. Listen, if you really want to make it in the big leagues, you need to reconceptualize your entire portfolio. Collecting tear and moaning about taxes is not going to cut it. You need to become a millionaire. Now, how do you become a millionaire?
What? Really? That's it. That's all I have to say. How do I become a millionaire? Sure, all great and all, but why aren't you guys helping me out? I mean, you do live rent-free up in my brain. You could at least help me.
Those guys, they're all financially illiterate. Only Savvy here knows how to dazzle and embezzle money out of investors' pockets with the acrobatic prowess of a 4-time gold medalist in the Samaran Gymnastics Summer Games. The ancient Samaran tribes used carved rhodochrosite to represent their wealth. The bigger the boulder, the more money they had, in case you needed to know.
Thanks, Encyclopedia. I really don't think that bit of knowledge was applicable here.
You could force a coin inside you. Any hole will do. Not many more definitive tests of a man's mettle than the fortune yawn.
Force a coin inside me, What? What? Endurance? Wow, you know what, Endurance? You've done the amazing thing. You've put me into speechlessness. Alright, fine. I give up. I have no idea how to make millions, okay?
Of course you don't. You've never even been close to a sum with more than 3 zeros. Let's face it, you've been on a years-long losing streak.
No, really, Endurance's words there really shocked me. I'm like, what did you say? And you've never been close to a sum with more than 3 zeros. You haven't even had $1,000? Damn, dude. Wow. That's bad. $1,000 is the lowest sum with 3 zeros, not including cents. That's bad. Oh boy.
But Savvy's got your back. Savvy's going to book you a charter flight with 80 birds of prey on board. To a land where the streets are paved with Krugerrands and fixed income securities. You'll try again, but this time with money. You'll win her back. Are you in?
Wait. Win who back?
The spirit of ultra-liberalism. Your charm, your spin, your winning hand.
Ultra-liberalism? That doesn't quite sit right with me.
Stop grumbling. It's time to move. Are you in or are you out?
Alright. Aside from the ultra-liberalism you're talking about, I suppose we can show me the millions.
Attaboy. Welcome to the final grind. Here we operate with money on a much higher level than the ordinary citizen. We feed it back into the machine. Stop saving. Start spending. Become a patron. Let's start by getting you into the lucrative art market to diversify your assets and increase your ROI. Speaking of which, know any artists?
Why? I feel like I'm getting called out here. I'm working on my degree in accounting, and it's like, let's make a lucrative portfolio, your ROI, diversify your assets. Sure, well, what about the Speed Freaks and Nautic dance music?
Music is a pet project, not a viable business scheme. Let's return to it once you've set up your estate.
Okay, fair. How about Kuno? He's a self-proclaimed artist.
He's also 12. We don't want to attract the attention of tax collectors by dabbling in unnecessary child labor. He does have potential, defying authority, thinking outside the box.
Well, it doesn't have to be child labor if the parent agrees and signs a contract. I mean, that's how we get child actors. Quite honestly. It ain't exploitation. Quote unquote, hint hint, cough cough. We don't know the background stuff, cough cough. Well, how about Cindy then? She seems to be the type.
You're right. She has the poise of a struggling artist. Very tangible. You can feel the poverty on her. Plus, she has paint. Go and support her like the state never could. Everyone must know that you're a big fucking shark around here.
Yay. Okay, yeah, I just remember during that talk I was checking it. So when you sleep, it doesn't count. You need to actively be passing time awake. Which doesn't make sense because this guy thinks like nobody's business in his sleep. You would think. You would honestly think. But apparently not. Yeah, shut up. Can I still do this, or is it done?
On the table, you see.
Yeah, it is done. Okay. Wow. I'll assume Kim is out here waiting for me, right? Hey, Kim, how long you been waiting here? Good morning. Took me a while to, talk to myself and all that who shot John. But now, we can go ahead back to the Whirling in Rags and talk... Who am I talking to? Morel. Oh, God, I need to figure this out, too. I need to call the station, too. I forgot about that, yeah. Well, first things first. The sleeping dock worker, he's not even there anymore, is he? I've never seen him before, ever since that first time I failed miserably. And then, what was his name? Gart was saying, "Stop finger-fucking him, officer!" That was horrific. And I don't... Who the hell are you? Well, we're just seeing more and more new people every day, aren't we? You're Morel. Oh, wait, you're the guy's assistant. Never mind, okay. I was like, wait, who the hell are you? First things first, though, before I talk to Morel, I do want to talk with, what was her name again? Alice. She has a couple of things that I am interested in. Hey, who the hell are you? I will talk to you guys later. You guys scared me.
Inside, you see a set of steering wheels, a radio
Really, I did not see them until I was about to, like, get into this menu, and I was like, wait a minute, who are you? Oh, boy, Kim, are you sure you want your kinema still here? They're kind of, you know.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I would like to report a dead body that I discovered on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment.
You can hear her shuffling through some papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Of course. He's an unidentified middle-aged man. Height roughly 170 to 175 centimeters. Dark hair, medium build. It looked like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head against a metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, it honestly just seems like an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
She repeats.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Yes. He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining on it. I also managed to find a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
Let me see. I have it with me. It's from the Central Jamrock Public Library. Belongs to someone named Billy Mejon.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We'll take the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
What was that accent? Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi. I had to listen to that. Like, what was that accent?
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes. Do you remember how I asked you about those armored boots yesterday? Have you managed to make some headway on that?
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Well, thank you, Alice. No, that'll be it.
57th, over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
In the cabin, east.
And close the door. And we'll call it a library later, because they open at 9. They're not open yet. Who the hell are you guys?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
What the... Says the young... Oh my god, is that really... Great name, sir.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan. Screw the world.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
I'm sorry, guys, but who exactly are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
So basically, you two are wannabe gangbangers. Okay, great, fine, cool. You guys are not with the skulls yet, so you have no cred.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Alright then, I'll bite. Who exactly are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
Oh, well, of course I do. I'm just testing you boys.
The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
His voice rings with excitement.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Rivisholian crime syndicates.
Oh, joy.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
And do you guys happen to know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
I guess not.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Well, I see your kids are into modern dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Why?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Okay. Don't screw with me, boys. You know I'm one of the bad cops, right?
Whoa. Come on, man. We're just talking here. Just words. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no need to throw your authority in our faces.
You wanna talk? Let's talk, boys. Ask them.
So, your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what exactly makes you think that they would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
The other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
My god, you that's some bad whispering if I could hear that.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Well, since you guys know so much about the Skulls, why aren't there more here in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
The young men exchange approving nods. Cool. Good luck with that endeavor. But that's enough of this scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a longing glance at the Kinema. What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Well, for starters, why does your jacket have such a wonderfully provocative name written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
TMI, dude. Seriously, that TMI. Oh, God.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
In some strange roundabout way, I suppose that does make some sense.
What I mean by this is, we are all piss, and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Yep. Nihilistic philosophy, I would say. And how about you? Why do you have a different, yet still equally provocative statement on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
That's a bit of a bad metaphor, dude.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
Yeah, but that sounds more like a rush job then. It's like, if you're not getting results the slow and proper way, then just do it the quick, easy, and messy way. That's what he's saying. I mean, I get what he's saying. I do kind of get what he's saying, that if you mess with everyone, then to the same extent, you're messing with no one. It's hard to explain, but I kind of see the mindset of that. I don't agree with it quite clearly, though. But I can see where that mindset is trying to go. It's just very hard to explain. Let me try for a bit. The idea is that if you mess with everyone in the world, you're effectively messing with no one, because everyone is now on the same playing field that you're putting them on. Conversely, if you're just messing with one person, well, then you are messing with that one person, or maybe a specific group of people, because now the playing field is only set for that group of people. So when one screws with everyone, everyone is on the same playing field dealing with the same consequences, and therefore, in essence, you might as well be not messing with nobody. If that makes any sense at all. So that's the best way that I can explain how I feel what he means by you mess with everyone, you mess with no one. That you mess with everyone in the world, same playing field, it's like you're not even messing with them at that point, because everyone's on the same playing field.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Kim?
Yes?
What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Huh. So the jackets are scaring you. Cool.
What are you implying?
The lieutenant looks confused. Well, which one would you wear if you had to choose?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Never mind, it's cool.
You wanted to know which jacket I'd wear, right? Neither. I'd wear neither.
Oh, come on, Kim. It's just a mental exercise, it's all a theoretical.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
Damn, Kim! Really? Damn, Kim. I mean, hey, that works. I'm more of a screw the world kind of guy. Which, to a small degree, I really am. I mean, after living in this world for 32 years, going on 33, spending the last 10-ish years of my life being lost and confused and only now finding my footing in life, yeah, I'm kind of in the mode of screw the world a little bit.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean, Kim?
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
I mean, I suppose so.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Ask for the... Why? Why would I want that? I mean, maybe later, but, no, we're not quite done yet. I don't know if you boys have noticed, but there is a murder that took place in the back of the Whirling in Rags. Do you know anything about it?
Murder?
Yes, a man being hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Cool. Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
Why are we going to philosophy here? I hate philosophy. I really do. I failed philosophy 2 times in college, which sucked because it was a requirement for core classes. So I had to take it 3 times, and it sucked the whole way through. I don't know that you don't know anything.
Exactly. How can one know shit?
We should move along.
Please, explain.
Knowing. We think that we know, but where does the thought originate from?
Oh god, this is why I hate philosophy so much. You question the questions. Oh god, I had to say that. One of my tests for philosophy, it was like, here's a chair. Write down an explanation that the chair exists. I got a C for that paper. And one of my classmates, he was done in 2 minutes. And then he said he got an A. We were all shocked to hell. And all he wrote down and got an A for was, what chair? And granted, this is a point where in the philosophy class, they've already talked about how to work with philosophy, how to make philosophy work, how to discuss philosophy. So we were trying to impart the teachings that the professor gave us, and then all we had to do was 2 little dumb words. What chair? We were pissed. We were beyond pissed. And we get a C paper for trying to emulate what the professor taught us, and then here's this guy says, what chair? And get an A. We were pissed.
It seems that we can only think, but never know.
So you're telling me that you don't know anything?
Precisely.
Cool! Thumbs up! We're done talking to you. Bye! Have a good time! Cause I won't! Thank you, autosave! Can I please get out? Thank you. Well, that was interesting. That was a good waste of time. And I actually mean it. We got some, like, character movement and development. Can I try taking down the body? I mean, is there something that I can do? Can I talk to Kuno real quick, since it's the dawn of a 4th day at this point? Hey, Kuno.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Are you serious? I can't. Oh, yeah, I didn't level up empathy. Okay, well, never mind. Bye.
Fucking
Yeah, I know you don't care. Bye. Have a good time. How
The
about
man
this?
before you is naked. but for a pair of
I still
eyebrows
can't do
quite
that,
big.
okay. You know, I probably could do that check in the harbor again with the, whatchamacallit, the cargo container thing. But at the same time, I would also like to talk to Morel and close out that thing. I think the next episode will be closing out a few other loose ends here and there, try to waste some time until it's 9 o'clock so we can call the library. Because I think the card said that they open at... Did they open at 21? Or 19? I forget. Wait, open at 21? That's at nighttime. Do they open up at 8 or 9? I don't remember, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. I'll wait until 9. Close some loopholes. Close some loose ends. Holy goodness. In the next episode, and work from there. But until then, later.